Thanks for watching. I'm Amy Lutz. Every Tuesday morning, we share stories of health and wellness from the South Central PA community in our Health Smart series. Today, we'd like to take a look back at some of those stories from the past few months, starting with sun safety. From burns to heat stroke, doctors are urging parents to brush up on safety this season. Whether it's a trip to the pool or park, experts with UPMC say summer sun safety should be a part of every family's daily routine. First up, sunscreen.
All it takes is a few sunburns to cause an increased risk of cancer.
Dr. Glenn Kluka recommends everyone use an SPF of 30 or higher and reapply every 2 hours. Everyone except
For young babies who under 6 months of age, we don't recommend sunscreen. Having some kind of long sleeve covering, hats is all really important.
Instead, look for clothing labeled UPF, which means it protects you from the sun's ultraviolet rays. For moms like Brittany Kint, sunscreen has become second nature.
I put it on all the time just because skin cancer is a risk. I try to apply as much as I can. If they're in the water a lot, I reapply.
The nurse and mom of two says it's not always an easy feat with little ones, but it's worth the challenge.
Sometimes whenever we first get here, they just want to jump right in the pool, but I explain the importance of it to them, so they have been good so far this year.
Another summer safety threat not to be ignored, heat exhaustion and stroke.
Providing shade can be really helpful. Things such as making sure kids are staying well hydrated is important to help prevent this in the first place from ever happening.
Signs of heat exhaustion include heavy sweating, dizziness, or nausea. If a child suddenly stops sweating and becomes confused, it could be a heat stroke, so call 911 immediately.
Kids should be outside, they should be playing, they should be exposed to sun. We just want to see them do it safely.
Sunscreen is important.
Sunscreen, water, and a little awareness to keep the summer safe and fun for the whole family.
Did you guys cover all your spots? All right, you guys can go play.
And remember, sun damage is not just a pool day concern. Cloudy days and even car rides can expose kids to harmful rays. Well, in addition to time outside, summer break also means later bedtimes, more screen time, and a break from the school routine. But is all that freedom good for kids? We spoke to a local doctor to find out why a little bit of structure goes a long way. The dreaded summer slide. No, not that one. School is out and it may be tempting to let the kids sleep in, snack all day, and park in front of a screen. But experts with UPMC say a summer routine is still key.
We expect children during the school year to have a routine. So if during the summer you lift your routine, then these kids get off schedule. And this transition back to school after the summer break is really, really difficult.
Dr. Smith says even though it may be difficult, her best advice is to keep the same wake up and bedtime routines as during the year.
We know that when kids get overly tired, they get really emotional. Sometimes they don't follow directions as well. So keeping them well rested will keep them happier during the day.
And don't forget physical activity. Dr. Smith says even 30 to 60 minutes a day of movement, whether bike riding, soccer, or just playing tag, can make a big difference.
If there is no sort of summer camp activity that allows them to be outside during the day, it may be a good idea to have kind of a nighttime play session.
So sure, sleep in a few minutes here and there, skip a chore now and then, but a summer with structure, that's a recipe for happier and healthier kids. Now, experts suggest posting a simple daily plan on the fridge, something flexible but consistent that the entire family can follow. Well, a TikTok trend has been popping up on wellness blogs all across the country. People claim cortisol cocktails help calm stress and help you lose weight. But do they really work? We take a closer look at the viral trend.
I have the budget-friendly, high cortisol cocktail. Here I am making an adrenal cocktail.
This budget-friendly cortisol drink.
Move over green juice. Cortisol cocktails are all the rage on social media.
What it is a half a cup of orange juice, half a cup of coconut water, and a pinch of Himalayan salt.
On a basic level, the ingredients are similar to those found in electrolyte drinks. Influencers say the daily drink resets your body and regulates cortisol, the stress hormone. It even claims to aid in weight loss. But some health experts say the popular drink is more hype than health.
You got to be very careful what you buy into. And there's some amazing things on TikTok, and there's some stuff that can be really detrimental to people's health. Please know that it does not aid in weight loss. There is not one thing in this cocktail that will boost your metabolism.
Tasha Gilmet with WellSpan Health says for most people, a cortisol cocktail won't hurt. Coconut water, for example, can help with hydration. However, the drink is not for everyone.
The problem with these cocktails that we're drinking and trying to fix us is it may mask underlying issues that can be very, very dangerous. People with diabetes, we got to be careful of the orange juice. You know, that's increasing their blood sugars. If they have hypertension, we're giving them salt. So we have to really be cognizant of people's underlying health concerns.
She says most benefits from the drink likely come from rehydrating after a good night's sleep. As for managing stress,
I would say more of an urban legend, the cocktail, than it is really helpful.
That still takes sleep, exercise, and good old-fashioned healthy lifestyle choices. Well, I did put some additional information about these so-called cortisol cocktails on our website, including why adrenal fatigue, which you also hear all the time online, is not even a real medical term. Well, pregnancy is challenging enough, and learning your baby has a club foot and a rare joint condition before they're even born can be extremely intimidating for a new parent. We share one Cumberland County family's journey of hope to inspire others.
I'm a guy. Nah.
He is so active and healthy, and you would never know.
2-year-old Waylon Kilmer was born with clubfoot and a rare condition called arthritis.
It caused his feet to turn in. They were turned in and turned up a little bit. So it was getting his Achilles and everything to straighten out.
Clubfoot affects about 1 in every 1,000 babies, and arthritis is even more rare. Together, they meant long odds for walking, let alone running. His parents, Brittany and Steve, say they got the news before Waylon was even born.
I would crying all the time because I was I didn't understand it, didn't know what to expect. And then they have to make you aware of everything, and so you start thinking the worst.
After he was born, the family found Dr. Melissa Meyer of UPMC, who treated Waylon through a series of castings, specialized boots, and surgery.
Since the surgery, he's done fantastic. His feet have stayed down flat. He's walking, he's running, he's playing, he's doing really, really well.
Still, his difficulties are far from over.
Clubfoot wants to keep coming back. And so it is a 3 to 4 year long process of continuing to wear the boots and bars or the braces or any of those other things to help prevent it from coming back. We are fighting the fact that his tissues want to be tight. And this is going to be a lifelong journey of keeping those feet stretched out and in good position.
I mean, it could be years. I'm kind of if that's what we have to do to keep him mobile, it's what we'll do.
From a diagnosis full of uncertainty to a future of potential, Waylon is proof that even the smallest steps can be the biggest miracles. Well, doctors say early treatment and family support are key in these rare cases, and Waylon is proof of what is possible. We'll be right back with more Health Smart stories right after this. Welcome back. A Pennsylvania state trooper and his wife are bringing life-saving training to both law enforcement officers and civilians in the community. Here's the couple's inspiring story on how their mission came to be. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, this photo would tell the remarkable story of survival.
I remember saying we're going to get hit, and then the next thing I remember, I'm out of the police car somehow, leaning against the median, and I just see, blood pouring from my head. The impact was 70 miles an hour from behind.
Pennsylvania State Trooper Eric Smith was on duty when he survived a near-fatal crash on Interstate 81 in April of 2020.
My initial thought was, I don't know how I'm still here entirely. I have no idea how I'm still here. It was just it was not my time for whatever reason. Whatever you believe in, it was not my time to go.
His recovery the last 5 years hasn't been easy.
I have had a headache 24/7 since April of 2020. It never fully goes away. My eyes don't work properly together. They don't work, which in police world, you kind of need your eyes.
His challenges weren't just physical, it was also mental.
I'm trying to do everything that I can above and beyond to get myself back. And that's my end goal. Like I miss it. It's one of my biggest passions is law enforcement.
His now wife, Kate, discovered the Adopt a Cop BJJ program, offering free Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training to officers.
It's very much about mental health as much as it is physical health. So I'm like, let's just go, let's talk to them. Let's tell them what, your list of ailments are. And is this something that they can scale for his recovery and for me as a learning to be a partner with? Yes, it did.
It didn't just help, it changed everything.
Training jiu-jitsu shifted that mentality from being like, all right, well, I'm going to be messed up forever, to be like, all right, I'm messed up, but I can get back. And so it's really motivated me to keep going.
As his training partner, Kate saw his transformation on the mat firsthand.
It's hard and it sucks, and that's part of why it's so rewarding.
Eric noticed something else, how the martial art could benefit law enforcement especially.
This is great for use of force. This is great for suspect control. This is great for officer injury and suspect injury and community safety. And we're like, this should be more accessible.
That's why the pair launched Seminar Stack. The company hosts large training events open to anyone blending Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with real-world safety skills like trauma response, gun retention, and de-escalation techniques. Their goal is simple: enhance officer safety, strengthen community trust, and make sure people walk away with tools they can use if the unthinkable happens.
Try and better yourself, I mean, in any way. And I'm like, even if you're injured, even if you're hurt, try and find something to make it a little bit better. And jiu-jitsu is a great way to do that.
Well, the next Seminar Stack event is set for August 2nd at Hollywood Casino in Grantville. For more information, you can check out our website, fox43.com. Well, a Lancaster County mom and grandma is really looking forward to enjoying walks along the beach this summer with her new knee. How she didn't let arthritis keep her down and why she's now sharing her story to encourage others to avoid living in pain. Walking down steps is something Lancaster County resident Donna Vieira wasn't able to do just 6 months ago.
It was to the point where I would go to stand up and then walk in to get a drink or to get a tool. I couldn't even straighten my knee, my leg out. I couldn't even walk on it. It hurt that bad.
The grandmother who loves gardening and spending time at the beach in the summer suffered in pain for more than 7 years from osteoarthritis in her knee.
I just felt like when I walked, I wasn't sure if it was going to go out. It would just be such a sharp pain. It just makes you can't stand on it, and then you can fall.
A good candidate for robotic knee replacement surgery, she went to see Dr. Eric Cutts with UPMC.
The time frame that it takes to have surgery and subsequently recover has been shortened significantly.
That's thanks in part to a robotic arm and new technology introduced over the last several years.
And that allows us to size and position and place the implants very, very precisely according to the patient's anatomy.
Donna's surgery was a success, and now, just 6 months later, she says she's not just walking, she's thriving.
I would not want to go do things last summer just because of my knee, and now I can, and that feels good. It feels like a reawakening almost.
And she hopes her story will be a reminder that arthritis doesn't have to be the end of the road. With the right care, it can be a new beginning. Experts say if you are struggling with joint pain, see your doctor. Early treatment really can make all the difference. And that's going to do it for today's Look Back at Our Health Smart series. Be sure to catch more stories every Tuesday at 6 a.m. Have a great rest of your day.